People are saying you didn't get along with Musk. What happened there?
Yeah, I think that's incorrect. But what I would say is we had different and complementary approaches. I focused more on a constitutional law, legislative-based approach. He focused more on a technology.
Is he a lawyer now?
It's
JEJE Vibe.
You know, it's JEJE Vibe.
Oh, JEJE.
Kill off.
I'm feeling it.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're welcome to JEJE Vibe.
We're back.
You know, I got the amazing queen with me.
Thanks, my love.
My baby looking fire.
Thanks, honey.
Today we're going to be talking about Vivek Ramaswamy. Yeah, I hope I got it right this time.
Ramaswamy.
Ramaswamy. Vivek. You know, when he came out as a presidential candidate during the primaries of the Republican Party, you were like, wow, this guy seems to be like talking.
Mm-hmm.
We did have some episode of him.
Yep.
And we were like talking about him being more or less like the potential VP then. When Trump was
we did
trying
mention it because he was out there, out and about.
Out and about everywhere. He even had a YouTube channel, but I don't think these days he's been busy on that YouTube channel. He had a YouTube channel then.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah, he had he had his own podcast, how I like podcasts.
But he was jumping on everybody else's podcast
Also,
too.
and he was everywhere.
Everywhere. Talking about the different ism
and shit. He built a name for himself. And also he dropped out of the race.
And endorsed Donald Trump. We had an episode on it.
And Trump is now the president, sitting president right now. Which he said there's going to be a new department called Doge.
That he gave both Ramaswamy and Elon Musk now to head.
Is the only reason we can now send American astronauts into space.
Elon Musk and former GOP presidential candidate Vivek Ramaswamy were announced as leaders of a new Department of Government Efficiency.
Let's go.
But despite the name, it is not a government agency. Trump said in a statement that the pair will pave the way for my administration to dismantle government bureaucracy, slash excess regulations, cut wasteful expenditures, and restructure federal agencies. Musk has already commented on the appointment, posting on X, "Threat to democracy? Nope, threat to bureaucracy."
And there's been rumblings.
That wasn't a rumbling because remember that episode we talk about on him and Elon Musk now talking about the H1B visa holder.
Facto.
And how he got several backlash on that.
Facto. Several backlash from a tweet. He
took his time. That's an essay.
That's an essay. I think in history, somehow we're going to go back and look at what Ramaswamy did to himself. That could be what we call political poofing. By yourself.
Yep.
But you sit down and you carry your hand and you start typing on Twitter or X.
That wasn't a typing. That wasn't a tweet. That's an essay. 500 words, 250 words, 250 words to 1,000 words is an essay.
This guy was writing about how the American culture is not producing talent or hardworking Americans. So after that whole debacle, is being asked to leave Doge. So let's hear it from him, because there's like, oh, he's leaving to go become a governor, but I don't understand.
Yeah, we were hearing the rumblings.
The rumblings, like maybe he's going to run for the seats of Ohio when it comes to Senate, or he's going to run for governor.
Yeah, but my own thing is that how can you come out and be a presidential candidate? You run for a presidential candidate only for you to now go back to now want to run as a governor. Isn't it the other way around?
I think, because DeSantis, who he campaigned against during the primary, was the governor of Florida, and he's aspiring to become the president. So I don't see how you go from running to be the president and you now demote yourself to the governor.
To running for governor. Where they do that at?
But he hasn't said it yet.
But there's been rumblings.
So we're going to hear from Vivek.
Founding member of Doge and former presidential candidate. So we're hearing you're leaving Doge after like 3 Scaramucci's. What happened?
Well, the reality is I'm pursuing elected office very shortly. We'll have an announcement soon. But Jesse, things are off to a great start. I think President Trump has proven, look at the actions that he took in that first week, the most pro-American
deflecting
president I think we've had in a long time. And as for my vision grounded in constitutional law.
Because I think coming out with that tweet, and this is like the first time the essay.
A tweet is 160 words or less. The essay.
Coming from that essay, that article or that blog he wrote, or he posted on X. He hasn't done an interview since then, so someone should ask him questions about that. Like, he should tell us where or how he was feeling that day.
We don't care about how he was feeling that day because he insulted the Americans.
So he has to be accountable for that essay.
In the future of the country, I think it's best pursued through elected office. And I'm confident that they're going to succeed in slashing and burning that federal bureaucracy.
People are saying you didn't get along with Musk. What happened there?
I think that's incorrect. But what I would say is we had different and complementary approaches. I focused more on a constitutional law, legislative-based approach. He focused more on a technology.
Is he a lawyer now?
This guy got rich.
Yeah, we've been hearing about how he got rich off of I don't want to say pump and dump.
Yo, it's crazy. It's more like it. Like, he's talking about being focused on constitutional law. You're not a lawyer. You are. You made your millions or your billions from
pump and dump.
And now you're talking about being focused on constitutional law, and Elon is focused on technology. But you are about to create, like, the whole meaning of Doge was for government efficiency.
So that's the whole point. Even the whole meaning of Doge has no foundation itself.
It's just like, look at the name Doge.
Like the Doge coin, pump and dump.
Lead that technology, digital approach than Elon Musk. But when you're talking about a constitutional revival, it's not just done through the federal government. It's done through federalism, where states also lead the way. So I'll have to be saying more on that very shortly, Jesse.
All right,
but that's
so
Elon
Elon didn't fire you.
We had a mutual discussion, and I think that I wish him well, and we're on the same page where divide and conquer in saving the country. It's not a one-man show from the top down or the bottom up. It's all of the above, and that's what I'm in for.
When you hear people say that these workers are going to get margs during work hours, what goes through your mind? I mean, how do you doge those people out of there?
What goes through my mind is I'm not surprised. And the fact is you've got 4 million federal bureaucrats, none of whom were elected to those positions in the first place. And the dirty little secret is the people we elect to run the government, until this last November, the people we elected to run the government were not actually running the government. That changed when Donald Trump took office at inauguration. You have a U.S. president that is actually running the show again. Look at that sweeping slate of executive orders. Look at fixing the immigration crisis. You had 4 years of illegal immigrants flowing across that southern border. In a matter of 1 week, we're now well on our way to sealing that southern border, ending these DEI programs, restoring merit. That's our American character that we miss, Jesse. And the beautiful part about this is these were man-made problems. We got a man-made solution.
The question was about you.
Isn't the same guy that's saying that made that long essay talking down on Americans? Isn't that the same guy? Like, oh, he forgot what he said? Or we should just get over that? Like, okay.
Gotta execute.
Is DEI dead? Because Al Sharpton, he's still in the trenches.
Well, the funny thing about DEI, we use this word. Ironically, it doesn't even stand for its own principles. In the name of diversity, what happened is we sacrificed true diversity of thought. And in the name of inclusion, we've created this new culture of exclusion where certain points of view just weren't welcome. That's un-American. It was neither diverse nor inclusive.
Well, you go higher for DEI, though.
You can't have both.
The colored people.
Yeah, if you look at it, see, he's represented. He's part of the DEI. That's crazy.
One of the two colored people. Now it's just one colored people.
Oh my God.
One colored person representing AI.
Oh my God. The irony.
Either group quotas or meritocracy, there's no middle ground. And I think one of the things not just the Republican Party stands for, but you could see vast swaths of the American population stands for, is that we stand for merit over group quotas. That's the American way, and I think that that's what made this country great.
What's happened to the Democrat Party?
They're lost. They're lost in the wilderness. Speaking as an American, I am rooting for a better version of that Democratic Party to reemerge from those ashes.
We are.
Because I think it'll make our country better off to have actual competition.
Yeah.
Right now, they're lost in the wilderness. They bent the knee to the woke left, far left wing, forgetting about the wing that focused on economic inequality. That used to be the focus of the left. They switched to all of this racial, gender, sexuality nonsense. I think they're going to have to figure out their part. That's not my job to figure out. But I think for the Republican Party, having won, I think now is take that mandate and restore the country that we know with free speech, with merit, the pursuit of excellence. We're not victims. We're done with this victimhood culture of the last decade or two in this country. We're not victims. We're victors. We're winners. We don't whine. We win.
He said, well, let's move your whiplash. Let's move your fence.
At this point, I can't even take Vivek seriously.
Yo, Vivek. Used to be cool, Vivek.
Until he started mixing up the ism.
Until you used to be cool, Vivek.
That's the culture that Donald Trump is leading from the top. And I think that whether it's bottom up from the states or top down from the White House, that's what we want to see in this country.
Is the media winning because Acosta's being sent to the midnight shift and Maddow has a pay cut that she has to take? What's going on?
I think the market works. That's a short answer. As long as you let the free market work.
So that's Vivek. He has been missing in action after that essay he wrote on Twitter.
And he still haven't talked about it.
He still hasn't been accountable about that tweet.
Essay.
That essay. I keep calling it tweets. That essay he posted on X. Crazy. So now he's stepping aside from Doge, or maybe he got fired from Doge because of that tweet.
Looks like he got fired.
But he's saying he's stepping aside.
He's also deflecting all the questions, most of the questions that was asked.
Most of the questions he was just deflecting, all around deflecting. Crazy deflections.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll see what happens next, because he says he has an announcement, but we know what he's announcing. He's going after the gubernatorial election.
Demoting himself.
Crazy. I wonder how you go from running for president and having the potential to be the next president, and now you're running to go, like, I don't know. It's like stepping. It's like you go, like, you step to get this and you go, like, settle for this. I don't know. Hey, what do you guys think? Drop a comment. Let us know. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to hit the like, subscribe. You know it's JEJE Vibe.
I'm JEJE.
See you guys in the next one.
Bye now. JEJE Vibe.